Blessings, everyone. Master Shaman Palai Chi here. Come on in and let's talk about today. Come watch and maybe perhaps learn some things with me today from my spirit guides to you. Today, I wanted to talk about the justice that happens in the spirit realm. There has been a question that came upon to me by one of my viewers. I'm not going to say her full name, but she had sent me a question, and it was talking about, and you guys might see that on other videos under the comments, but there was a question, a couple of questions actually, and it went something like, she was watching me do readings, and a question had come to her or flowed to her, and she wanted to ask the question, what is justice like on the other realms? I'm assuming she means the spiritual realms. She's asking, is there also racism, injustice, even at the level of law? What are the consequences to the injustices that happen in the realm or in our realm? Or what is the fate of each individual? So that was her questions. And today I wanted to kind of give my knowledge on what that really means. The judgment in the spiritual realm, and what is that judgment, or what are those judgments, and how is that determined, supposedly, right? How is that determined? If you guys are haven't been with me before, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi with Falithi Healing, and I am a intuitive spiritual life coach. I'm also a chi energy healer, a shamanic healer in a vast various ways. And I'm also a psychic medium. So if you guys haven't known who I am, go out there and watch the video on getting to know Master Shaman Palai Chi. And if you guys have any questions, you can always chat that right at the top on the side there on your chat. Give me that Juju Chi. Some of you are coming in and saying Juju Chi. Of course, if you haven't been with me before, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi, and I work differently than all other shamans out there, all the Hmong shamans out there anyways, specifically. At least I haven't seen anybody that does similar things that what I do. But anyways, how I work my processes and my procedures is a bit different. So when you come to me, I always say this to everybody on the consultation call. So if you like to do a consultation call or a intro reading with me, then you can look down in the description down below and you'll see the links to that. But typically I do differently. I work my services differently than all others. And I also work in the intuitive spiritual life coaching part. So I wear two hats. So one hat is my healing hat, right? The hat that I wear, that I'm a healer and a shamanic healer. So shamanic healer, chi healer, so energetic healer, right? The other one is my intuitive spiritual life coaching. And so one of them is very caring, very nourishing, will give you a pat on the back and all that. The other one, the intuitive spiritual life coaching hat that I wear, is the one that's going to be very assertive, very pushing you to get there. Whatever we do, we are bringing in that massive manifestation to clear the way so that you can break free from whatever it is that it's getting you stuck and you don't know what it is. Sometimes you are trying to find the missing link and you have no clue what the heck it is. Or maybe you have some clue what it is, but you can't seem to just grasp that at your reach. And I am the one that goes out there to help you. I was brought here in my existence, not knowing what I was supposed to do, but at the age of 2, had been called to my journey. So that's a little bit about me. You guys can go watch all other videos if you haven't been with me before, but this is my Freeing Friday live that you're on with me today. And today I wanted to really touch upon some of the questions that came in from this gal. She's out there publicly on a comment, and very good things that she had brought up is, how are we treated, or here in this physical realm, how are we treated here, or how are we judged here And this is like, spiritual judgment, right? How does that work here if we do something, or if there's something that happens on the spiritual realm that needs to be judged there? So what happens, right? What happens? Um, is there racism? Is there injustice as well at the level of law? And what she's probably talking about here is the natural law, or the natural law of order, right? That sort of thing, the golden rules. Some people might know that by that. I call it usually here, my spirit guides, they call it the law of the universe, right? And these are all laws that pertain to everybody that's, on earth or off earth, right? It's the law that governs everything in the universe, and especially people here like us, humans, and other non-humans as well, or other humanoids as well, okay? They might have their other type of laws and other rules and regulations and stuff like that, but there is a universal law that everybody sort of goes by without really knowing them. And it is actually this inner knowing that they intake from the time that they were born to the time that they, transcend or transition to the next realm, right? So that's called the spiritual realm. So welcome everyone. Mary Tall, Susan Mashashe, G, or Sim, or I think it's Sim G, Shanda Vang, warm blessings, hello. Pata Mongtu, warm blessings. I have Zhang Y, hello. And some other people coming in as well. So come on in and chat with me today. If you guys have questions, put that down on the side of the chat there. Ask me also later if you don't get a chance to, or if I don't respond. But there's just a ton of spiritual consciousness questions that we need to dive into in this coming year and going out, so that we can actually be more conscious beings as we live in every day of our lives. So if you haven't known me yet, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi, and I'm here to help. All right, this is our Freeing Friday. So hashtag Freeing Friday is what I'm going to be doing. Just typing that out. And a Juju Chi to all of you. So Juju Chi, if you haven't been with me already, and this is new to you, Juju means good luck. Chi means energy. So good luck energy to all of you today. The more you can spread that, the better that you will be. All right. Okay. So justice on the other side. And when we say the other side, we're talking about the spiritual realm. There's so many things that can happen on the other side. So I cannot tell you the experiences that I've had with reaching out and channeling through different spirits on the other realm, on the spiritual realm. And the spiritual realm is a very umbrella term, guys. If you don't know, the spiritual realm is just this umbrella term for the realm that we can't see with our naked eye, at least not right now. And we can't really touch, feel them right now, but perhaps there's going to be a shift or change in the future. Maybe not quite so soon, but sometime in the future, there will be some shiftings, okay? From what I know of my spirit guides teachings. All the things that I do is God-led, so get that straight. If anybody tells you different, please question them and ask them where they got that information, okay? Because here is where you're gonna find the correct information, all right, on this channel. If you hear it different anywhere else, please come to me, question me directly face to face, and I will let you know, okay? Because there is the truth. The truth is there, and you cannot, run away from the truth. Truth is facing us right now in this world, as we can see all around us, economically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and so many things are facing us right now, guys. You cannot know what to expect, right? So We're talking today about the spiritual realm and judgments or justice there. And I would say that anything of wrongdoings, so when you have this feeling that you did something wrong, or you wrongly said something, you had a wrong intention. And what wrong means is it's negative. Okay. What is really wrong, right? So it just means that it's negative, right? And that it is something that of a negative intention. Maybe you didn't actually do it yet, but you've had this negative intention and you were maybe going to do something that was negative, or you were maybe going to maybe have someone else do something negative. Whatever the intention is and where it roots from, and then where it stems to. So if you look at it, it's like a timeline, right? Or a flow chart, where it roots from to where it flows to. And where it roots from is going to get the biggest hit on this justice, right? Or judgment. So if you're one of the persons here in the waking life world and you've had a negative mastermind, right? And you've started this, whatever it is, on this negative intention, and it went from you to another person, and then it spread out from there to many different legs, is what they call it, right? Like a web. And you spread that out, and that negative intentions again gets spread out further and further and all out, right, to whoever is going to be on with you, right? Your followers, right? Then those people or persons, if they are a person, right, human or humanoid or other than human, you will also get the justice, right? You will also get, how can I say, not justice, but you will get put to justice, right? You will get the judgment, but it comes from this root negative intention, whoever it came from, wherever it came from. And that is the piece that's going to be looked upon to the roots and all the way trailed back to that root, and then finding a judgment for that. So that is the law of the universe for judgment, right? Whether we like it or not. This is not the rules that we play by, but these are the rules that are by, okay? And we usually will run by these laws of the universe because they come natural to our DNA, RNA, to our body, right? To our minds that we have been programmed with when we were born, okay? Or even before we were born, right? So we have all these extensions of lifetimes that are inside of ourselves. And so that's where the judgment will come in, is from they're going to go back and trail to the root where that negative intention came from, or the negativity. So sometimes a person, I'll talk about this can get a bit complicated, but sometimes the person that thought negative, the question is, did they think that themselves, or did something make them think that? That's something of an argument, right? And only that person may know that, or maybe perhaps a psychic medium that can look into this person and say, hey, you did this, you started this, right? Or can they also say something else other than them, that's intangible, metaphysical, that started that, prompted that point of negativity or negative intention? And so wherever the root is rooting from, whatever the negativity is rooting from, that is where it's going to be stemming to give the judgment to, okay? That's how the laws of the universe works. However, if you're part of that negativity along the line, so from the root to you, perhaps this root that is, we don't know if it's metaphysical or another person, place, or thing, but then you started this here, and then you only know from your end all the way going out from you to whoever else in the web, right? So then that is going to be the place of judgment, okay? But however, whoever's in line will also get some kind of judgment, though it may not be heavier or heavy like the original mastermind, right? Whoever, whatever that is, it's going to affect everybody else in the line, okay? Everybody else in the web of that. The way to dodge that is to what? Right? How are you going to dodge that? Tell me, guys. Interact with me. Warm blessings. My Ying Lee has just come in. Hi. If you guys are new, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi. I'm an intuitive spiritual life coach, and I utilize my gifts and abilities naturally that I've had since the age of 2 to do the work that I do, the work of the universe. And I'm a shamanic healer, psychic medium, and a chi energy healer. Okay. Not by choice, but predestined to do, I suppose. You can call it that. All right. And today we are doing some live card pulls, one card pull free, one Q&A free. If you guys want to ask about anything, just throw it out there on the chat. Let me know what you want to know or really need to know right now. There could be also spiritual messages. If you guys want spiritual messages or a 3-card pull, that is $25, and you can send that to PayPal. Okay, that is in the description. All right, so I kind of want, so I'm not sure why I left off here, but I kind of got thrown off by that. So typically, and I got to remind myself because I need to do a reading for another person that I have to look up that I didn't get to last time. If you guys, if you're on today and you paid last time, let me know. I kind of remember your name, but I have to look you up in my messages. Okay, but it'd be easier if you just let me know. Okay, and I'll know who you are, by the way. So we are, so oh yes, the way to avoid being in the web of negativity and being in the judgments, okay? And the judgment, when they come, that comes in the form of karma, whether it's slightly negative karma, really negative karma, or just kind of moderate, and it's just kind of there, and you're going to run into certain mishappenings in your life, and now you have to deal with those things, right? And some of those are from your past lives, right? But some of those are things that you incurred or had started and acquired that karma in this lifetime. Your negative intentions, if you heard somebody say something negative and you went along with that person not knowing the true facts, but you followed them and followed them through on doing the same negative intentions, well, guess what? You're in the same boat of judgment as them. And then if you continue to do the actions such as them, and those actions come into fruition of real negativity here in the waking life, then that starts to be a true judgment, because it's at your hands and at your feet, right? Remember that. Master Palachi told you that judgment is at your hands and at your feet. No one else is, no matter what you say at that point. I'm sorry to say, but that's just how it goes. That's the universe for you. And that's the law of the universe. Karmic reaction to physical negative actions starts to happen in your life, okay? Some are noticeable and some are barely noticeable. So you might not even notice that you're going through any karma at all, like negative karma. You might have a little mishap here, a little mishap there, but that's because your judgment is already happening in the waking life for you through certain actions or negative intentions that you may have done already throughout your life, right? Whatever life that you've had, like, 10 years old or 15 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 70, 80, right? Whatever that may be. But that negative karmic reaction will start to happen in your life, and you won't know what the heck hit you, okay? If big things happen, then of course those are big karmic reactions, right? Big karmic reactions happen because you did something huge, okay? Or you intentionally was malicious for years and years, and then you did something huge, right? Took action. And then that becomes karmic consequences. Remember, karma is just a series of bad consequences that happens in your life so that you as a human being, the next human being on earth, right, can learn your lesson and improve yourself, hopefully improve yourself, learn that lesson, improve yourself, and improve your actions and improve your thought process while you're at it. Mary Thal says, what does judgment being at your feet and hands? So judgment is at your hands and feet, Mary. What that really means is you can do something over here, right? You can do something over here, but over here at the face of you, face to face, you with the universe, can you lie? Try. Try. Can you scam people? Like some people say, right? I've been hearing that word a lot. Scammers, scam. Can you scam somebody? Right? You can be doing something over here, but over here, can you face that with the universe off, right? Face it off with the universe and say you didn't do it, or say you didn't say it, or say anything to protect yourself when you did do it and you had the negative intention and the malicious thoughts that ran into your head over and over again, right? For some people. Now, if it's just once or twice and then you're kind of forgetting it, then you may be a little bit good to go. Not a lot of karma there, right? But if you continue it for years and years and years, and you just pack on, just keep packing on that karma, right? With anger, with malicious intent. This anger becomes malicious intent, or this miscommunication becomes malicious intent. And then you continue to pack it on. Well, guess what? It's at your hands and at your feet. You are caught red-handed with the universe when that happens. And the truth comes to tell in judgment, okay? Yes, consequences for all actions are at your hands and at your feet. So you can't run away from these consequences, is what I'm saying, because your hands are red. Spiritually, they are red, but you can lie to whoever and wherever you go, right? You can call somebody a scammer. You can do whatever you want. But when it comes to the end of the road, judgment day comes, right? And it could be any day in your life, lifetime, or the next life. When that time comes for you, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to go. And that's for spirits, same as people. We guys wake up here. We live in a parallel universe, okay? And this parallel universe, what happens here, and some people might be, not thinking that this is how it works, but you just go and try, okay? Because I've had my experiences with clients, so many different situations and actions that different ones did and caused and had, and consequences that they faced, right? So the actions that you choose today, you need to look at the consequences that will come. So choose correctly, decipher correctly, so that you can be an improved and more conscious being, have the right intentions first. And some people might say, what is it right? What does it mean by being right or wrong? Well, just look at everything else. Is it going to improve you? Is it going to make things better for you? Or is it going to make things worse for you? Is it going to draw you down more, meaning down the drain, meaning more anxiety, meaning more worriness, meaning you're going to have to hide because you can't face your truth and you can't face the people that is going to put you to the truth, right? Or the spirits, the higher spirits up there, or the ascended masters and even higher than them, that will put the judgment to the truth. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this topic. Juju Chi to all of you. And this is our Freeing Friday today. Warm blessings. Go share, like the video if you guys do truly like it. If it's been giving you some information that's helpful, informing you of if you've been misinformed before and it hasn't been clear and it got clearer today, go like this video, go subscribe, all right? And some people has written to me and saying, oh, Master Palai Chi, you deserve more than this. And I just laugh because I know what I know. And if you guys are watching right now, go subscribe if it's been helping you. Some people, you know, I just had this one post that I written a couple days ago. And yes, it is true. When you're a healer and you've helped so many people, there's going to be some of those one-off clients that is not going to give you, you know, the righteousness of their healing. They're going to lie. They're going to say things and falsify every information that they can about you. But again, like I said, you can run from everything, and you can say what you want to say and you know, write out what you want to write. But whatever is true, right, that you did, good or bad, is at your hands and at your feet. And you can't run from that. No one can. Okay? Law is law, law of the universe, parallel to the laws of the land, which is the law and where we live right now in America. And wherever you live in the world, right? There's always some kind of law that you have to abide by. I'm not a legal advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a medical professional, but I am an intuitive spiritual life coach and a shamanic healer by default, by calling, okay, naturally. So I do the work that I do because I give a care and because I do want you guys to wake up. And this is the life coach in me telling you this, right? Because I'm going to be assertive on this. Because it's very important that you guys get to where you need to be. And I hate taking a look into different groups, shamanic groups that is, on social media and feeling pretty sorry for the conversations that go on in there when they need to learn better, when they need to talk better and also communicate in a certain way that will help them and not draw them back down, okay? So I'm going to check what the one gal here, she had written. Her question is there also racism and injustice at the level of the law? So in the spiritual realm or in the natural laws of the universe, she's asking if there's racism and injustice. And I will say that there could be spiritually, right, by different spirits, maybe the lower vibration spirits, that there could be racism and injustice. And whatever is here, it is there, right? Remember that. Whatever is here, there is there, okay? Whatever is there, there is here. So spiritual, physical realm, there is an existence of racism and injustice as well. But again, any racism, any injustice, not just racism, but any injustice, whether it's here in the physical realm, in our waking life, that we know, can see, touch, and feel, or if it's in the spiritual realm where we can't see, touch, and feel, and it's metaphysical to us, right? Intangible to us. There is still laws that are very similar or the same, just written a little bit differently, right? And there is injustices, but those injustices, there are always consequences at your hands and at your feet, okay? I'm just going to stop there. I think that I pretty much went into that topic deeply. So she also asks us just this quick one here, or is it at the fate of each individual And yes, it is at the fate of each individual, but what is the fate of each individual? The fate of each individual goes down to or comes down to the root of the intention. And could that be the intentions, the negative intent? And we're talking about negative intentions. Could that be the intentions in this lifetime? Or could that be the intentions also in the last lifetime or in the lifetime before that? And in the lifetime before that even, or way back when you even existed and began to exist as a human being on earth or as a humanoid or a non-human in a different dimension, time, and place. How long can that stem through consequences? And that the response to that is it depends. Because why? Free will, right? Free will. And it depends because that person or human or humanoid or non-human, did that person or whatever it was, that thing, right? Did it learn its lesson? Or did you learn your lesson? And if you did, then things would turn out a little bit more differently. Your life would be less karmic, right? Less consequences that you have to face. And we're talking about negative consequences. Less negative people that you'll have to face. But sometimes facing negative people is also supposed to be a good consequence because you're supposed to be there to help that person, to have them realize something in their life, right? So that's why you've met this person that was perhaps negative, but you're trying to, you're meeting them along your path because you were there to help them along the way. All right. Warm blessings. I'm loving the hearts, Pachia. I've got my cards here with me today, and we're going to go into card pulls and then Q&As, any Q&As out there that you guys want to ask. If people are asking for spiritual messages, if you want to do your 3 card pull, then do your donation at PayPal, palaichi@gmail.com. And I'm here, Master Palaichi here with Paliti Healing to help inform you if you've been misinformed somewhere else, okay? I want to tell you guys the last thing here, always ask the question of why someone speaks the way they do, right? Like, for example, if someone says that someone is a scammer, go ask that person why. And where are their facts, okay? And it shouldn't be a one-sided story. It should be a two-sided story. There's always 2 in justice, okay? If someone also calls someone a name and says and gossips really negatively about them, ask them why they think that way, or what did that person do to them. And perhaps sometimes it is justice that the person did do something negative and they are now just irritated or annoyed. But there's going to be, most of the time, the person didn't do something and they're just rambling on, making drama, getting attention, whatever their intention is on their malicious intent to falsify the whole situation, okay? So I want you guys to go out and do your research, do your due diligence every time so you guys can find out what is the truth. Okay. I'm going to do first the one person that came on last time I was on and I didn't get to their card pull. Okay, and she had donated as well. Okay, so it's Shang, this is for you. So this is for Shang, okay? She had made her payment last time, her donation or payment for the 3 card pull. I'm going to be pulling for Shang. Shang, if you're on, this is for you, okay? Okay, let me see here. Okay. So this is for Shang, or Shang. This is for Shang. Sorry about that. Shang. This is your 3-card pull. All right. All right, everyone. Take a deep breath with me. This is Master Shaman Palai Chi. If you haven't heard or known, go out there and check it out. My video on getting to know Master Shaman Palai Chi. And go on and join in on my Facebook as well. I come on live whenever I can on Fridays to free you yourselves, to free myself, to free us, right, from whatever it is that we need to be freed from, okay? So that we can be who we are, be authentic in who we are in our skin, and we can feel comfortable in our skin, and we can tell the truth and not really care of who thinks of what, right? So here we go. Shang, here you go. Card 1, card 2, and card 3. All right. Shang, this is for you from last week. You had made your donation for Shang. 3-card pull. Saying right now, it feels like you're in a much better position as in career area, okay? Career area seems to be something of, it was a little bit tough a bit ago. I would say maybe a couple months ago, but right now you're doing a lot better. You're getting to have more clarity in your path going in there. Right now, it's just about making the money right now and paying the bills. But there eventually will be some kind of a coming up passion that is going to dawn on you, and you're actually going to be going into that route instead. And don't be surprised when that comes, okay? I'm feeling more about maybe beginning of summer, saying to the mid of summer, okay, as that comes. All right, and then we've also have self-love. It's very hard right now, saying, for you to find that for yourself. I feel like there has to be this sort of a check-in or checking in on how are you doing, saying, as in like, how are you doing emotionally and physically? There needs to be some input on bringing in some exercises, even physical exercises to your daily routine, your daily, whatever you do daily, input that into that schedule. You need to do some exercises to help yourself and gain some strength, especially in the body area. And the body area, mostly in your brain, you need to kind of release some of that emotion out, saying, if that makes any sense to you, saying, and you're here with me today, give me a juju chi, say, yes, my reading makes sense, or something to that effect. So I know that I'm doing the work on point here. That's what I shoot for all the time. Got to be on top of everything, right? So saying right now, you just need to really find your way through in regards to the and I'm feeling there it has to be some kind of an energetic negativity or doubt that you're having inside of yourself to not be able to move forward. And this is having to do a lot with self-esteem as well, and considering yourself somewhat, able and capable to move forward. But it feels like you're just kind of at a stuckness right now. From a 0 to 10, you're at about a 7-8, or I'm sorry, -7-8. Okay. So I want to just kind of point that one out. And then the last card here for you, saying, it just feels very warm. It feels very supporting the relationship side for you. It feels like there could be some kind of supportive gain to that effect. Yes, Mary says self-check is such a great idea. So, right, check yourself, right? Everyone, this is not to saying only, but check yourself before you check others. Check yourself first, okay? So, and that's what we're calling, trying to get people to improve themselves so that they can self-help and not have to go for healings, right? Even though I'm a healer, I will still say that to you because that's the first thing you need to do. Okay. But if you can't do it, if it's just so hard and you can't get rid of it, then that's when you start to go to a healer, and you've got to go because why? You got to admit that you need help. Saying for you, finishing up for the last card, I feel good about this. I feel very vibrant energies on support on the relationship area or side, and it just feels like there could be some kind of a new incoming relationship in regards to maybe a revitalization of a relationship in that area. Okay, saying. So this is for saying Shang. Okay. All right. Let me take a quick look here. And I know some people have been letting me know that they've donated. I'm going to type in for saying here that I've done her reading. Okay, so who's ever wanting a reading, whether it's 1 card, 3 card pull, spirit message, or you've got a question you want to answer, I will go there with you today. Okay, it's Spring Friday, guys. Okay, so here we go. I have, okay, this is for Sim G. Okay, Sim or G. Okay, Sim, 3 card reading coming up for you here. I'm going with first come, first serve, guys, so bear with me here. Okay, Sim G, this is for you if you're on with me. Listen in here. If you guys haven't already, go subscribe and like. Help me out on the channel here so I can continue what I do on the channel on YouTube, okay? So Sim G, 3 card pull. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is for Sim. Okay, so Sim, one thing that's coming up here is definitely your career area needs help. Okay, it needs clarification there on really what you want to do. I also feel like there is such a, if you are working right now, which I feel that there might be actually a distraction or a disconnection from work, or wanting to disconnect from work. Anyways, there's sort of a big boss, so to speak. If it's not physically, then it's spiritually, that is really not accepting you, or not wanting to accept you and give you gratification for your responsibilities or your work. Okay, so it doesn't want to give recognition. There's also a feeling of anxiety that you have in your career area, and I want you to pay attention to that area more in the next coming 2 weeks here. If you haven't already, go and submit new resumes and find that next job. Okay, because you're not happy there. You're really not. And you're not happy also. I do feel that there's you got free time right now. You need to take the time to really put down some good ideas and some good, brainstorming ideas of what you really love to do. And if you can't explore that by yourself, then by all means, come on in on a consultation call so that we can put some clarity on there and to what needs to be done for that healing. Okay. Sim, the other card that I'm looking at right now, your second card, it gives me the gist of, yes, you're trying to be more independent. You want to be an independent person. You want to live independently. You don't want to rely on anybody, because right now your walls on your relationship side is absolutely closed. So from a 0 to 10, you're looking at -10. I don't want to deal with relationship right now. And that is coming up for you, Sim, today. So Three cards are showing me in general, Sim, is that you're good right here on your inner self. You're kind of getting to that more positive you on a 0 to 10. The positivity that sticks within you right now feels about like a 9, 10 positive. But however, it's just really hard for you to figure out what to do and how to do on your life areas right now. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is also your mental health, okay? Because those two things, especially your career area and your relationship area, both together with anxiety and or stressing there can really hurt you emotionally. Okay, so we want to take a look at that. Sim, actually, for you, I would totally recommend a spiritual diagnosis with a chakra cleansing, chakra look. Okay, so take a look at your chakras, your energy centers, that the most vital forces of your body, and then doing some healing there as well, and especially emotional types. Okay. Also taking a look at the different energy centers on the lower part of you, because I can feel and see something totally traumatized there as well through relationships. So that's for Sim. Okay. So Sim, if that makes sense, give me a Juju Chi, hashtag Juju Chi, or say something that that lets me know that this reading has served you well. Okay. All right. Next one here coming up. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, I just want to do a shout out right now to Dominic Robinson. Thank you so much for your donation, Dominic, and for last week as well. Warm blessings to you. You have been such a great YouTube supporter. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have next. Okay, so we did Sim. Okay, my next one here is going to be Pato. Okay, Pato. 3 card pull for you. Sim says, thank you, Juju Chi. Yes, you're welcome, Sim. Pato, this is for you, okay? 3 card pull. Oh, actually, she wanted a spiritual message. I'm pulling cards for you already. Okay, so I'm going to do the spiritual message and I'll just look at the cards in general, okay? So this is for Pato. And I'm going to relight my candle, guys. So give me 1 moment here. Candle. So spirit message for Pato. Take a deep breath, Pato. So let me know if you guys can still hear me okay. Pato, this is for you. It's okay. It's okay. Của đỡ có tê. Trái rò rồng cỏ đũa lông. Đỡ có tờ. Chỉ có tu xia. Chỉ có tu blờ. Hi lu. Rồng. Đâu có. Mũ tàu. Tao kể cả tàu. Nếu mò. Nói do. Đỡ có. Sao kể. Yo mùn thìa. Sao kể bá có. Sao kể tàu. Sao kể. Đỡ có lì. Spiritual gifts. Nếu mò. Bá tờ. 我先等等，我先等等，一路走，一路đi, Ma li lo ma mo. Oli o. Oli no. Oli no mo. All right. That was for Pato. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Sim. But I gave you the spiritual reading or the spiritual reading, the card pulls instead. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully that was also good. Okay. All right. So Pato, that's for you. Yes, everything happens for a reason. Warm blessings. Okay. So Pato, that was your spiritual message, but there, so whether I'm doing a card pull or this sort of a channeling through a spiritual message for you, it's always um, good healing in any way. Okay. Pato, hopefully that makes sense for you. And she's saying, triple heart with stars. Thank you so much. I'm loving that. Thank you so much, she says. That really was helpful to hear. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sin. Okay. So we're gonna move right on. Continue to have the love in your heart, Pato, and continue on your spiritual journey, okay? Patience is key, but also action is too, okay? So balance that. Next one here we have Ka Xiong, okay? So Ka Xiong, I think she wants a spiritual, or actually, sorry, she wants a card pull, I believe. It doesn't say which one, so I'm going with card pull because that's what I'm feeling for Ka Xiong. So card pull coming up here for Ka Xiong. Okay. You guys go out there and share this video with people who really need to know about justice in the spiritual realm. Whether they are a rising shaman, a person that doesn't have gifts yet, or they're on the brinks of it, whoever that person may be, they could be a master shaman or whoever that be, right? Another Sifu. Share this video to the groups that you feel that is proper and that will help them wake up, because they do need to wake up, because otherwise there would be no existence of these types of messages, okay? All right, so Ganshong, this is for you. 3-card pull. 1, 2, and 3. Ganshong, I want you to start working on yourself, Ga. Your heart has been so into career and making that dough, right? Making money, making abundance in your life, and worried about financial things that you have not been taking care of yourself fully. It's been put to the side and kicked to the back burner, and you really need to get doing that right now, ASAP, Ga. Okay. There is also a need, deep need for you to start to hone in on really who is it that is by your side? Who is it that you want by your side, right? And that can be by your side to support you, to give you love and care, and that you can also give it to them as well. And right now, I'm just seeing a lot of disconnection or miscommunications on the relationship side, okay? God, I want to tell you also, work on your emotional well-being. You also need to work on yourself, as in self-love and disciplining your mindset and delegating. Okay, so disciplining mindset on that you need to work on you, that you need to pay more attention to you, but you also need to delegating certain responsibilities out to others as well at this time, okay? Right now, I feel like you have a bunch of things on your back and it's just really hard to release that backpack. So, Kaxiong, I'm feeling for you right now, but I would suggest doing a healing, some type of healing. I haven't known yet which kind that would be, but right now, just off the top of my head, I would say a good a good karma cord cutting would be helpful, especially in the relationship side, relationship with yourself, and dealing with the karma that has involved itself into your relationship area, okay? And has also caused you a lot of heartache and pain. So Ganxiong, that's your 3-card reading, okay? All right. If you guys are wanting to make a forward or looking to make some kind of a wanting to do more things to heal yourselves, go in and under the description, go click on the consultation. So it's a free 50-minute consultation over the phone with me. And we take a general view, 30,000 feet view is what I call it, of your situations or the different areas of your life. And we hone in on that, take a look there, and then what needs most attention right now and what kind of healing would help you the best, okay? For those of you that has done healings with me and is on watching today, please give your 2 cents on how your healing has gone for you during your times with me. After you, either during the consultation, whether you did a healing with me or not, you did a consultation with me and how that went for you, right? And tell the truth, right? If it went well, if it didn't go well. Also, if you did do a healing with me, what kind of healing did you do? And you know, just like a sentence on how did it go for you, right? So that other people can be helped, because some people are very afraid to actually trust in a healer. I know that I was too, as I was a younger person, even though knowing that I know what I know, I was also afraid to trust anybody on healing me, as I was a healer, right? So I would be very hesitant, and I never did go to many as well, but only trusted the ones that my parents would refer me to. At the same time, if there was someone like me at the time that I knew that I didn't that I was like me at the time that you know, way back then, I probably would have went to me, right? But I'm thinking to myself, how can there be somebody else like me? If it was, I probably would go to them as well. Okay. But here we go. I'm gonna do the next person here is BTS. 3-card pull for BTS. Okay. Take a deep breath with me, everyone. We've been going on for a while now, and I'm gonna have to get off soon, but I'm trying to finish. Okay, Tony Vang, here you go. 3-card pull for Tony. Okay, here we go. All right, BTS. 3-card pull for you. I would say that it's starting to get better in regards to finances or career area, okay? It's at a 50-50. You're kind of halfway there, and continue to work there. I want to encourage you, because this energetic part of you, and I'm feeling there just, you know, right at your, you know, the root chakra, and also into the sacral chakra there. I'm just feeling those chakra areas of you, BTS. There needs to be an up or a boost there, a healing boost for those areas. But you're doing a good job. And we've done a couple things, and I feel very good about it. So it's you just have to work on things, okay? Work on it, work on bringing confidence into that area, especially your career area there. Also in the personal life area, there needs to be a ton of extra boosts there. I'm also feeling that root chakra there. Okay, that's very deeply, how can I say this? Stuck. But it is also this feeling of the solar plexus area, which is the right in the middle of your chest area, not quite your heart area, but right between there needs to be an opening, and I feel like it's been very closed due to a relationship trauma. So that needs to also be opened as well, BTS. The other thing there is also in your reading here today, The third card tells me that you've been working on some things and there's been somewhat of some support, but I feel like your wall or your door is partially open, not quite yet ready to open up and burst out, but it's sort of like just slowly easing to it. And I think that your easing into it is somewhat helping. But again, you could use, more support. It's just that you're not quite open to it, as in your heart is not open to it yet fully, to trust anybody fully yet. And your spiritual journey feels like it's at a halt right now. Okay. So BTS, that is your reading right now. And it needs, you need some more direction, or actually a good spiritual life coach. All right. That was for BTS. Okay. And I'm just laughing at the end there, not to, make fun of anybody, but BTS, I truly believe that that's going to get you somewhere. Okay. You have to believe it though. Okay. So next one here. So that was for BTS. We have Zhang Y or Zhong Y, 3-card pull. And Juju Chi to you, Zhong or Zhang Y, 3-card pull to you, for you, Juju Chi. Everyone, Juju Chi, take a deep breath with me and just release some of that Juju Chi energy, releasing that out. And out. And freeing yourself, your soul, your heart, your mind, letting all negativity go at this time. Just don't mind. And just don't mind, right? BTS says, thank you, LL. We always laugh. Yes, we always laugh. Why? Because our world is a paradigm. And if you don't laugh and you don't smile and you don't enjoy your time on earth right now in this lifetime, when will you? Okay, when will you? All right. Dong Wai, here's your reading. 3-card pull. Okay, some very good cards for Zhong, okay, or Zhang Wai. Very good energy right now, Zhang, especially in your heart energy center. You feel very more positive, more content right now. You went from a hardship battle to the time that you are in right now. So just looking at the cards right now and just intuitively, bringing in some good messages to you, feels very at a positive 9, could go to a 10. But that's the energy that I'm feeling. It's right at the heart center, and you're really just trying to give it love, okay? Especially to the different areas of your life right now. I feel that you also went through some things physically, like bodily, physically wise, a little bit of illness wise there, whether it was emotional and then hit your, emotional, and then it hit your bodily energy. So right now you are in a good space, in good place, and very content, okay? Or more content that you had been before. One other good thing is also that you have coming up for you is good energies flowing into that career space. The career area feels like it's being a little bit more productive. It feels very positive energy. Now there could be a hiccup coming up soon that I can see, but you want to work through that hiccup when it comes and just, again, laugh it off, right? Because it's a hiccup, you get to learn from it and then you just move on. The other thing is that your other third card here shows me is that you're suddenly getting better support than you ever was before, from a while back, right? Your relationships has improved significantly through communication, through just you loving yourself, and then that helps to bring the better communication, right? to other people that you surround yourself with. Right now, you're surrounding yourself with people that really would support you or care for you more than just, and I feel like there's been a disconnection from the other ones that you didn't feel that was supporting you. So, I mean, it's good in a way, it's sad sometimes, but it's going to have to happen. Okay. So this is for Zhang Y. Okay. Your 3-card pull. Okay. So all good cards, but I would just watch it on the moving forward, especially in your spirituality area too. Just taking slow steps, some slower steps there. If your guides move you forward, then you move forward. If they don't, then you continue to work at it, okay? And do what you need to do at the time and place. All right, so that's for Zhang Y, okay? And then I'm gonna do, guys, my free card pulls here, okay? Take a deep breath for me. I'm just gonna kind of scroll and just kind of randomly pick quickly here before I go. Warm blessings to all those that are joining me right now and watching. Go say Juju Chi hashtag for me. Be interactive. I love interaction because interaction, guys, when you do it live is the truth, right? It is the truth. Okay, Chanda Bang would love a card pull. Okay, so Chanda, this is for you. One free card pull. Here we go. There's a ton of people watching, like I say, but it's in your authenticity. But I have a couple likes, right? So there's a difference there. So you guys go do your due diligence and go pay it forward, okay? That's my suggestion, to follow in so that you don't face karma, whether it's big percentage or a small percentage. Face it positively, that's how you avoid it, is you face things positively, you react to it truthfully, be your authentic self so that karma doesn't catch up to you, whether it's small, middle, moderate, or chronic, right? So that's how you avoid it, is by being positive. All right, Shanda, this is for you. 1 card pull. So Shanda, right now, I feel that there is, and I'm sensing here some at about a 0 to 10, the positive energy that flows into your life right now in general is at about a positive 4 or 5, okay? So positive 4 or 5, I feel that you're doing fairly well as in moving yourself along on the momentum, okay? But I think that your momentum striding into, and you're kind of moving into this momentum of really trying to get yourself in a career or a passionate purpose, but it's just very hard to get there, okay? And this passionate purpose may be a spiritual purpose as well, okay? So that's your card, Shanda, for you, okay? All right. Let's do a couple more and then I'm gonna be going, guys, or gals. Don't get me wrong. I mean gals all the time and guys, both. It's the society that we're in, and it's ourselves that our brain has been trained this way. Okay, I'm just kind of looking. Okay, so Zong Y says, yay, great reading, thank you. Yes, warm blessings, Zong. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna pull a card for the weekend and I'm gonna be going here. Wishing all of you guys well for the freeing Friday here and going into the weekend and into next week. Again, if you guys are your first time with me here, continue to follow me, watch my videos, go take a look at what I can offer you guys out there on YouTube for free. If it's helping you in any way, shape, or form, please go and subscribe and hit that notification button so that you guys will know when I'm actually out on my freeing Fridays, and take advantage of my freeing questions, questions that I will answer for free, 1 card pulls, and then of course the $25 spirit messages and 3 card pulls, okay? All right. Shanda Bang says, yes, resembles very much. Thank you for all you do. Juju Chi, Shanda, thank you so much for the double hearts. Okay, here we go. So weekend card, guys, gals. Okay, so this is the card that we got. I don't know that you guys can see, but anyways, it's emotions are running high, super moon. We get the super moon card. So what does that mean? And our emotions are running high. So high energy, high vibrations flowing into this coming week, into this weekend. You guys, if you guys haven't already felt it, there is a high energy coming into everyone because why? There is a springy feeling flowing in, right? And we are actually going into April. And I just noticed that for Tuesday. So this card comes in showing us that there are great energies flowing forward. But the question is, energy and high moons, high super moons, such as this card right here comes in. But the question is, will you take advantage of it and will you take hold of it when it does, right? Or will you miss the boat? Sometimes it will come in and you will get a glimpse of that and you will be able to intake that and utilize it to your advantage, right? Because it is for your advantage. But the thing is that if you don't take hold of it, if you can't see it for any reason because you're blocked, then you need to take a look again at what is going on and why can't you take advantage of good vibes, right? So it's saying basically good vibes are coming in. Take a deep breath as we flow into the weekend on emotions running high. Now, these emotions could also be sad emotions or emotional feelings, right? Coming into this weekend or week, flowing out. But it is the beginning, coming in, it's going to be the ending of a month and the next of a new. So moons, switching up. So I want you guys to see that. So emotions running high also doesn't mean that it's going to be all happy dappy or, great things all the time. Sometimes it's really negative things or really bad things that you hit, whatever due to karma, right? Or due to someone else's karma that they threw on you. If you haven't read that post, go out to my Facebook, Master Shaman Palai Chi, just type that in. And on my business page, you'll see that post. But it doesn't mean that there is always positivity and that it's always positive, right? Don't get me wrong. I know there is negative things that happen so that positive things can happen after that. There is that yin and the yang, and I've talked about that plenty of times in my other videos. If there's no yin, there's no yang. If there's no yang, there's no yin. And they're always fighting on one or the other. It's just like that symbol. You see the two symbols, the black and the white, and they're always going at each other on each other's tail. If we don't have negativity, then we don't also have positivity, but then we are trying to, right? In healing, we are trying to have less negativity and more positivity, right? So emotions can be running high this weekend. So just watch for that. When that happens, start to notice that. If you can be more conscious to it, then that would be good for you because then you are more prone to being more conscious to your life in general. If you're not conscious to it, then of course, I always say, go do your meditations. That's your homework. Okay. All right. Warm blessings from Master Shaman Palai Chi, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.